Welcome, beautiful star family. We're going to start connecting into the energy fields to start activation and transmission for this morning. Welcome to our Galactic Spy podcast. We're going to just kind of tune into energies that are activating right now, and then I'm going to go into some experiences in the experiencing the inner Earth here in Utah, Bryce Canyon. The beautiful, beautiful energies and yes, beautiful wild experiences. There's a few energies that I will be transmitting, and then also um, let's just say I don't want to say dimensional beings, but I'm going to say galactic beings within the inner Earth, the crystalline diamond, rainbow kingdoms, and cities of lights that are within the Bryce Canyon, within the canyons and the beauty of Utah, uh, over in this over in this area. So I'm going to just bring a few transmissions through, and then also some experiences with galactic star beings. So I hope everyone is feeling energies this morning. Yeah. So solar activations. I'm lit up like a sun. Did not want to get up and move. So happy Sunday to everybody. So you can grab your coffee and tea. And I am still shifting energy in the physical body to bring through transmissions for everybody. Just to be able to, I've been up early since like 6 o'clock, and then really sitting there tuning into the cellular memory within my physical body. It has been almost 11 or 12 years. I think 11 or 12 years. I'll go back and count later. Yes. Um, was it 24? Okay, maybe longer, going into 20 years. Yeah, 20 years. Almost 20 years. 15 years. Okay. I will go and count because I'm going to go back all the way back to when I was 24 and my first experiences with a galactic being. Galactic being coming to me, which is a white race. Um, White race galactic being. We'll go more into that later. So I'll go back to 24. And first, I'll just bring through different transmissions that are coming through. Solar activations, gamma activations. Like I said, we have the solar flares and the gamma waves are very high right now. So when I close my eyes and all the solar energy and the solar activations that are transmitting through the physical body, it really looks like I'm just a plasma sun, um, like a solar sun. Like my third eye and the pineal gland. I close my eyes. I just solar plasma energy protruding my brain, my crown. Um, blue ray, blue ray hues, and star particles when I close my eyes. Crystalline blue ray star particles, plasma. Nusentu sugar gisantina shafisanti. Gisantina kana. Nusentu gasanti. Yes, hello, beautiful Diana. We have beautiful Diana and Qzar Gisantu sugar gasantina kikana gasanti. Yes, just jump on. It's early. Our activation is 7:11. The 7:11 portal. So yes, start making wishes. Start making wishes. Okay, so we're going to activate and start activating a Stargate system. and a multi-timeline jump. So begin activating the Stargate system and the coordinates as a Utopia, New Earth community, Cosmic Galactic Earth community, light ship. We're going to start bringing through transmissions to activate the gate systems. The gates are going to activate a line jump. We're going to activate the coordinates and the coordinates within our system and throughout our body and activate the coordinates, and we're going to jump together today. Transmitting, like I said, solar plasma frequencies. When I close my eyes, bursts of stardust frequencies, galaxies and universes bursting through the Stargate chambers of the third eye and higher chakras. Beautiful. So galaxy, and I'm going to say galaxy transmissions, which is it's an amazing experience here in Bryce Canyon and beautiful Utah. So words cannot really express the experiences that we have had here. Connecting to the inner earth, and I'm going to say the above earth, the solar deity realms, the god realms. There's so many cities of light, crystalline rainbow cities of lights that are connected to the inner earth beings over in this beautiful location. I've taken so many beautiful pictures, and just being able to connect to the sacred canyons and the red rock canyons. Yes, and being able to, yeah, I'm going to say being gifted for the rock spirits and the canyons to be able to shift and to show me everything. So, okay, so I'm going to go into that just for a minute. Bring me back to that. I have to bring an activation before I start getting more into my experience and what exactly are they showing me? What are they allowing me to see? We're going to bring an activation of the Endara Master Crystals, the crystal tone that is for today. So the tone and the ray that's coming through, and also from a beautiful star sister that I came this morning, and it has been the tone that we have been activating, and this is the tone for this morning from the Endara Master Crystals, and that the lavender love. The lavender love, it's in lavender, beautiful celestial purple, and it transmits celestial purple stardust and beautiful galactic energies. So the piece that I'm holding today is going to transmit Arcturian and Arcturian stardust, purple stardust. It will look like universes and galaxies. So Arcturus, the Arcturus system, that is star system, yes, going to transmit the galactic stardust. It'll look like galaxy stars going to activate through the transmissions of my beautiful piece that I will take pictures of eventually when it aligns, and I will post it. So it's the lavender love transmission that is going to have Arcturian transmissions today. Hello, Manfred. This Endara is going to begin the activation and the Arcturian transmission and galaxy. Galaxy transmissions. Yes, from the Arcturus star system. So it's a lavender love. Love, and you can see when I tune into it and I hold it that I become, my voice becomes softer. So it's merging the consciousness and becoming one becoming one with the Sindarian Master Crystal, and it's a softer energy. Celestial starseed codes, Arcturian starseed codes, very beautiful. Listen to it, listen to it, Santina Krishnaki, Nayana and the focus on Tuka Santina Kika and the focus Santina Katan. Yes, and that's one of my most beautiful experiences with my Arcturian. Okay, so we'll go into. I'm gonna go through all of my experiences, and just because the experiences are more than encounterments, they're more of the physical and the physical, how they're actually materializing, if you want to say it, materializing into my holographic reality to actually have what you would call either the inner or the higher galactic Earth experience. Now I'm going to go into the inner Earth, but I've always been in the Aurora parallel Earth, so I do actually have to, and I have been in the Aurora parallel Earth for a very long time now, so going into about 5 years. There is a difference. There's a massive difference to me. So I just wanted to transmit that. The inner Earth for me, before into the experiences here and the experiences here in Utah. I've always been in an Aurora system, which is Aurora parallel systems, and I have been there for a very long time. So the inner Earth and those transmissions just never really, let's say, never really activated for me. Just didn't see it. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not going to say that it's not a real experience, right? It just never, it's not inside of my, I guess inside of my blueprints. I didn't activate the templates yet. So I've been in the Aurora systems, Aurora parallel Earths, for a very long time now, and having a beautiful experience with these beings. And it's beyond just like, beyond a vibrational experience, that it's a experience at this point. Okay, so we'll go a little bit more into that. What translocation is, transmigration, and then teleportation. Well, bilocation is a little bit different. Okay. Sorry, I have all my consoles coming in. Okay, so we're gonna go in. We're gonna go into the inner Earth and go back to the Bryce Canyon experience. Okay. So I will say, I will definitely say this. When we are, and this is variance, when we are traveling and activating, grid keeping, okay, if you want to say that, but let's just say experiencing new energies, new frequencies, really being guided to the activations. And we definitely know why we're here in Bryce Canyon, Utah, and it really is, the crystalline gamma, the gamma bodies, the transmissions of the universal energies, the galactic energies. And when we say the energies, I'm actually talking about the galaxies, the meteorites, comets, the activity out here, which is, it really is more, the galactic activity, the universal activity connecting to the universe. Okay, so accessing more of what you call the galactic superconsciousness and making a deeper connection, to the galactic cosmic Earth, and that's actually, and the inner Earth too. And what is, as we are, yes, as we are teleporting and what we have access to. So accessing our ship system and our light ship system, what is, being shown, and we're going to say the gifted experience is that they actually drop down their holographic holograms that, I don't I could say preserve, right? Um, we could say preserving, not so it's not like there's no secrets, right? But allowing us to be able to drop down the holographic holograms that are set up to really, you could say, I guess the words could be shielding, right? Um, to shield or not really to hide. So let's just say um, the the sacred, yeah, preserving the sacredness of these beautiful crystalline kingdoms, galactic, inner earth, kingdoms, if you want to say, and cities of lights. Okay, I'm gonna say homes. So galactic, inner earth, homes. When we actually connect to them, so they're homes, right? I wouldn't say bases, but they're homes. Gisantua, Gisantina, Gisanti, but I'm sure there's bases, right? And we do definitely that there's a galactic base here. Gisantua, Shaka Gisantina, Shaka Gisanakatan. Gisantina, so there's sacred crystalline temples. They're cities of light. Um, yes, they're galactic bases that they do have here in this area. So as we are traveling and exploring and accessing the Bryce Canyon, beautiful, yes, beautiful, beautiful canyons. If you ever come over here, as we're traveling in the Galactic Lightship, we're able to always ask if we're able to. It's not like dropping down the veil, but we always just kind of connect in and see if we're able to access um, and kind of drop down the holographic hologram system, so we're able to have a beautiful experience and to really be able to see what it is, what we're activating, what is available here, or um, I'm going to say who needs assistance because we do assist galactic beings, all different types of dimensional beings. Species. Species in other dimensions, and it really is the trees. So it's the trees out here, all the trees, the ones that have been in wildfires since we have been traveling New Mexico and accessing the beautiful canyons over in that location, and also over in this location, that we're really just led trees. It's the trees and the species of the trees, the spaces, the existence, the roots, the lineages, their oversouls, their whole system, their life, their Merkaba bodies, the full systems that actually need assistance here. So that's another huge soul agreement, is to be able to assist them with rebooting, and to reboot their to be able to provide anything and everything that they do need. Nesentua kesentua shoka santina Q shefes no ku shaki kana kesanti senaki kana kata nesentua shaka santina kesanti. So our high agreement in this location is the trees, and I do believe we could be heading to California soon just for a little while, to be able to travel to work with the inner kingdoms and the tree kingdoms. Like we said, to inner earth above earth, right? Yes, so the galactic holographic holograms that are set up to preserve. So it really is our it's our ship, obviously, our galactic ship that connects into makes transmissions to the galactic bases that are here, and just to be able to see if we're able to drop down the holographic holograms in order for us to be able to see, like we said, what's available and who needs assistants over in this location. Oh yes, we do have an activation coming today. It's Wax and Gibson, and the moon is the closest to the Pleiades, which is the seven sisters. So I wanted to bring that transmission through. So if you want to connect to any Andarians that activate the Pleiades seven sisters, activate, and yeah, I'm gonna say Galactic Stardust. So everyone go grab their Andaras or any crystals that you feel like connect. I definitely have missions Tibetan quartz. So Tibetan quartz is actually coming in. So if you have any Tibetan quartz, yes, Tibetan quartz, tektites. Tektites is definitely meteor stones right now, and moldavites. Esentua, Kesantua, Kesantina, Kishafa, Santua, Kesantina, Kisanti. Lisentua, Kisanua, Sugar, Kesanti. Yeah, so one of our star sisters, Jay, activated Cinnabar. Cinnabar. So if you have your Cinnabar, you can grab your Cinnabar for the rest of the transmissions. Okay. So this is our, what you would say, our galactic experience, and galactic ambassador and galactic commander experience, galactic traveler. I'm going to say galactic traveler. Hello, Chantel. Hi, Chantel. Let's galactic traveler experience, starseed experience, right? So accessing the crystalline diamond energy matrices and the beautiful crystalline rainbow cities of lights, the beautiful beings that we do see out here in this area, the ones that were coming to us for assistance, especially with the species and the lineages of the trees. And I'm going the Akashic records, um, assisting the Akashic records and universal records. Like I said, the oversoul bodies, and also what you would say their bioenergetic fields, their morphogenetics, and also their Merkaba systems. And just be able to transmit. It's a beautiful race that looks like owl beings that greeted me. So they were the ones that came in to greet us. Beautiful, and they would set up, and yes, the highest royalty lineages of the owl beings that would greet us and actually form like this beautiful rainbow crystalline pathway for us. So we're always able to see them and to have, you can say, to have our experience and our exchange with them. What is a physical? So that was really beautiful. Um, so it is their royalty, and this royalty, and also is out in this area coming to experience with us and to greet us and to show us the crystal rainbow temples and the rainbow liquid plasma to access in the space that they are within their experience here. They were also allowing us to have access to, and I am going to say preserved just for a minute, the sacred preserved inner kingdoms that are here, to be able to see the sacred temples and the ancient Syrian temples here, which is very beautiful. The Syrian temples, yes. And those galactic bases, so I just want you to know that. There's inner Earth galactic bases over in this location, And I was actually able to tune into a Christic base too. It's actually not near. Yeah, it's not near Las Vegas, but there's also a Christic base. And I'm gonna say the Christic base that I was tuning into, which is not the Galactic Inner Earth base. The At least know that. Yeah. Listen to the Christic base is in the future. Yeah, and way into the future Earth time. Listen to I'm actually like 1,000 years into the future, but that's also that was also something else that was gifted to us, or the councils that were coming in, the galactic councils and state councils that were coming through as we're having our beautiful experiences here, um, to be able to travel and to be able to activate the solar and gamma transmissions that are coming off of the kingdoms. The crystal rainbow canyon here. It's so beautiful. Everything is crystalline and crystalline rainbow cities. It really is a magical to experience this. All the inner earth elementals, and most of the elementals that we were able to see, besides the rock spirits, like we said, it's like it's not dropping the veil. The veil doesn't drop. It's the actual, for us anyways, in our galactic ship. Our galactic ship, the veil does not drop. Holographic holograms that drop, and we actually just see if we're able to have access to say permission. And you could say, I guess you could say we vibrating, teleporting, being able to have access and to teleport, to be able to have full access. So sometimes it will be full access as we're able to transmit to different galactic bases that are here in this location, and also to the inner Earth crystalline kingdoms. It's different spaces, and also accessing other spaces and time. So you would say dimensions. I'm going to actually say spaces and time. So dragons, lots and lots of dragons, mystical creatures, and griffins, magical, mystical creatures out here. Griffins. So I was definitely greeted by griffins, beautiful griffins, all different types of races. Race. Um, they all have their different, and it's not a frequency. They all just, some of them transmit different frequencies, but they're just like the species here. They come in different rays and colors, right? So they're beautiful. I'm gonna say beautiful amber brown griffins. Physical, so it's not energy and vibration. It's like physical. Like I can see everything on them. I can see their fur. I can see their fur. I can actually see their some of them actually have some, I'm gonna say scales. So it's in scales and um, fur, scales, and wings, right? Listen to it, listen to it, sugar, listen to it, listen to it. Yes, and claws. So we're greeted by them, which is another. I'm gonna say like another royalty lineage and bloodline coming to us and guiding us through New Mexico, Texas, and guiding us here, and being able to access their um, yeah, their diamond energy matrix, and then also we have lots and lots of dragons, all different types of beautiful dragons that we've been having beautiful. They are definitely coming to us for right now, and I've had dragons and physics, but the ones that are actually showing us their races, their lineages, their bloodlines over in this area. And I'm going to say different hybrid dragons and hybrid races. We would call them mystical creatures. They're actually um, showing more of like between 5D and the ninth dimension, an energy field, more of an energetic energy field. Than a physical experience. I've had physical experiences in Florida with dragons. And that's just my dragon that sits above my head. And that's more of a physical and breath and everything else. And scared the crap out of me actually. Okay, so those are experiences, inner earth experiment, inner earth experiments. Okay. Um, yes. So we're here assisting, and we're here assisting the inner earth experiments, and we'll keep it at that. We're here. We're here assisting the inner earth experiment right now. Praying mantises, really cool experiences, very beautiful experiences with praying mantises. Massive praying mantises, yes. Okay, really cool experiences there. That one, that one was against over in the Duns area. So if you ever come to Bryce Canyon, if you just travel through, I would say travel through Tropic and keep going, and you definitely yes, and just ask you will just have to transmit to ask the Galactic Inner Earth base and their baseline to be able to see if you can access the holographic hologram to have an inner Earth experience, or just to be able to work with them and to see. Like I said, I always just say, what do you guys need? What do you need assistance here? How can we assist and help in this location? Yes, the canyons and duns. So large praying mantis experiences. So that's like the inner earth, right? To be able to see the inner earth. I've seen other inner earth beings, and I've seen other inner earth beings before, and I really do. I do sit with one of my higher selves and actually ask a lot of questions about what I'm seeing. Listen to it, 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 shokora listen to it, and then focus on it. Give listen to it, listen to it, and then focus on it, listen to it. Listen to it, listen to it. We'll go into that another time. Listen to it, listen to it, and then focus on it. Listen to it, listen to it. Okay, so those are beautiful experiences. Praying mantis, large praying mantis beings. There's another. There's other ones that look like praying mantis. Yeah. That not as large as these ones in the inner earth. So that's like a totally different species, totally different race of what I'm tuning into. Yes. So there's different species, different races of the mantises. They're mantises, but they look like massive prey mantises. A few of the other ones, like I said, I do sit. I do sit with one of my higher council members, and I do have a lot of questions about some of the inner earth beings in my encounterments. So that will be transmitted later on. So we'll bring through those transmissions as I'm able to access more this with one of my council members, just to be able to receive and I know I can access it, but we bring through everything. Everything is brought through in a place of purity to see if we should even be should we even speak about it, to be honest with you, or are we just going to recreate these timelines if we already adjusted the timelines like 5 years ago? So, and to be able to assist what we're supposed to be assisting here. There's also beautiful beings. Let's say I'm gonna call them above Earth. Above Earth beings, really beautiful beings that created us coming here. And I will tell you this: these beings are, let's just say, in another time and space. You could say they're in another time and space, or dimension, or space, and they really are not. They're here with us, and they are definitely here with us as we are living here. They are living where they are. Um, so we're all living in these spaces together. There is a future race, and a future race that definitely comes to me. Different future races, and I will have to say that it has to do with the galactic experiments here on the planet. And that is the ones right now mm, that are running their experiments. Different galactic star races, Galactic Federation too, as well. Different councils of the Federation that are running their experiments and running their experiments. Yes, um, and that's actually what we're also here for and assisting right now. So, and these are different. Like I said, when we say federation, it's not coming from a place of separation, or it really is. You have to understand that those councils and those star races are yes, are many different groups too. So the different systems, different programs that are running, experiments too that are running. So it's not coming from a place of fear, but it's something that we're here to assist and to recorrect. So I'm going to say like recorrection of timelines. And these beings actually do come to us. So I was able to come to the location of where they need assistance, and it is future races. So I'm going to say that they're more scared of humans than anything else. The human race, and I'm going to say the angelic human race species. So it really is our space, okay? Our space, and they are scared of us, and they are. So that's actually when they came to me, and they were kind of shifting, if you want to say, not really shifting, they were just walking through their teleportation portal and really just showing themselves to me just for a minute, almost as if that they're hiding. And I do say that these ones are definitely hiding, and they have, and I don't want to say that they have the frequency of fear, and it's not really a fear frequency. Okay, so it's not a fear frequency. Yeah. So there's, well, I can see that. There is two races that are holding a template, and fear is actually not the word. So I'm going to say it's a frequency. The fear is just an intelligence and a transmission of translation for us to be able to understand the emotional body, emotional consciousness, and the physical body. Okay. So when I tune into the word fear, and the word fear is just a translation of the angelic human species, which is us, and being able to translate our emotional, we call your emotional body, the emotional consciousness. So the energy that I actually see coming off of them is it really all depends on what space that you're in, right? And I always say this. It really all depends on what collective space, or what galactic collective space that you're accessing, that it would be more of a virus, and an actual energetic energy virus to a lot of galactic beings. That frequency it's like a virus. So I can see that there's like two races and two future races that you can say are transparent beings, transparent, jello, um, liquid plasma, transparent. When I say a crystalline race, actually, uh, one of the crystalline races, and transparent and jelly, so plasma in a sense. I would kind of tune into a plasma body, but jelly-like skeleton structure is a little bit different when they're showing me this. So I will have to say it's also why they would be coming to us, but it really has to do with the galactic experiments. And I would have to say the galactic experiments is the old experience and the old Earth that are in resets and replays right now. They will have to reset just because that's their chosen timelines because they're creators. They shantua kisantua kisantua kisantina kishna kisanakitam. Shantua kisantua shakasantina kikatam. They shantua kishano kishna kikana kisanti. So there's two races and two species that led me to this location in order for me just to be able to receive through telepathy and to be able just um, to open up to them, which is funny, right? Then I'm gonna say it's not really funny with a few of the races and what I've been picking up on. Definitely over in this location with the galactic experiment over in this location. So I will have to definitely have to say that, especially what I have been receiving and assisting in different experiments here, right? Okay. Um, so it's a beautiful encounterment with them. So they are like few races are future humans and future humans. And then, well, I guess you could say some of them are like grays. And that was one of my highest contracts in 2013 through 2014, actually with the grays, which is also another massive system and a massive mess. I'm going to have to say that. With the experiments and the old experiments and the control of the galactic councils here, as usual, within this universe. But they are creators and they do have free will, and they actually do have free will. So, really is to assisting them, actually. Assisting, actually, assisting the Greys. Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but yes, for their another, what would you call it? What is it again? Genocide? Yeah, another genocide of races. So, and it is a genocide, and that's really just the species here within this universe. So, yeah, they're genocide, they're wipeouts as usual, and that's really all the galactic. That really is a lot of the galactic councils here, because it's a young universe. And if anybody ever asks me that, it's a young universe, just a young universe. So they have free will here, and they are creators, and that really is the only words I can say is that it's just a young universe and young species here. And that's all of the species, all the species within this universe. So that would definitely be my answer to anybody. So it's just like another wipeout, another genocide. And that's usually what they do here in this universe because it's a young universe. So that's like that uh, collective system. So the beautiful experiences with some of the future races and these beautiful beings that are crystalline silver and transparent, just kind of showing me in a sense, what I can assist them on right now, but also just to be able to kind of see um, how they come to me to see kind of like testing the waters to see where am I at in evolution. So really that's and they'll do that with a lot of the ancient elders, um, the ancient elders that are here. So I'm 38, right? 38, about to turn 39. So it's the ancient elders, the star seed, star children that actually are coming here, different races. So when they say they're testing waters, they really are to see where am I at in evolution? Where have I evolved? Okay, so when you're from another universe, or let's say an older universe, or in the multiverse, and if you're millions of years old and billions of years old coming into this system, and knowing that it's a young universe and that the species and all the species, and I'm going to say what we call life here with this universe, all the galactic races, and just sitting here knowing that you guys are really just a young universe, when we actually sit here and tune into it, right? It's in That's where they test the evolution, just to be able to sit here and to see how evolved are we to actually kind of tune in and just to have a beautiful experience with them without going into the old energy. Okay. Without going into the old energy. So that was a beautiful experience, just to see. And I would have to see, probably kind of like tuning into our records, tuning into our records through telepathy, and just saying, "Oh, can we just see kind of how old you guys are, please, for like 1 second?" Is it? And just be able to kind of show us, and it's okay. Whatever they need assistance with, we have no problem assisting them. But it was a beautiful exchange to have an experience here. So I'm still going to say, to me, it's always a beautiful experience because star seeds come from what we call the pure Christed light, and that source light. Our hearts are very open. Ancient elders that are also here too, we call them ancient elders, um, that are here right now. They hold a different coding, and I'm going to say an ancient coding, a very old coding, beautiful coding within inside of us, that allows that pure frequency to truly open up um, a massive space within the heart. Listen to it, and with all these beings, all beings here. Listen to it, all beautiful beings, and we would love to assist with any type of rehabilitation instead of extermination and genocides here that they continue to do here. Listen to within this universe. Yes, wipeouts and other things I have actually picked up on that I will speak about later on, say picking up on, that I actually had to go in to observe and experience here. And I'm going to say being processed. I had to be processed everything within this universe and a few other systems, yes. And that really is the galactic roles here. So that, I will have to say, those are a few of our inner Earth experiences. There's future races, crystal races, and like I said, it's the old galactic experiments. Yeah, so let's remove that wording, please. So the old systems that are still running in different spaces of existence and time, not many. And like I always say, most of the projects were adjusted a long time ago. And I'm going to say the ones in the outer universe. So I'm talking about the universe here, you guys, not this planet. Listen to a kiss on Okoshan kiss and a kiss and Tita Kikatam. Yes, most of the books and different project systems, old experiments, have been adjusted so far within the Earth, on Earth. There's definitely a huge one and a massive one that we're sitting here and observing right now. That would be, I think, intense for anybody. To receive this transmission. So we decided that we will not be bringing that transmission through at all. Listen to it, and I'll have to clear the energy maybe for about 10 years. Probably. I'll have to probably clear everything out for like 10 years before I can bring that transmission through. Listen to it. Okay. All right. So that is a few of our experiences here. So um, it has been a beautiful inner earth experience. So connecting here. So connecting to Utah, different locations, New Mexico. I didn't. Well, no. There's no. We're talking about the experiences with galactic star beings. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to the beginning of my first experience, and my first experience was with the crystalline galactic white race, which was a part of my a part. I guess you could say my first. You would say first encounterment, right? But my first experience with a galactic being levitating over me. A crystalline, blue-eyed white race, which I actually know is from the future, and that's actually multidimensional from the future. Uh, so that was one of my first experiences with levitation, and I'm going to say levitating over me. That could be that could be true for all. But anyways, that was my first experience in Miami. First experience in Miami. Always had like spirit realms and really fun stuff, right? Happening. Always, of course, since I was like young and just not the full physical. So what I'm actually saying is that was materializing physically solid, not an energetic being. Okay, so I'm not saying it's not. It doesn't look like energy vibration, or transparent. A lot of the ones that come to me in different spaces in time, within my room, and what you call the crystalline diamond energy matrix, like I guess the fifth dimension, seventh dimension, ninth dimension, 15th dimension. These ones have more of a crystal diamond energy field, Blu-ray field. So they always have massive Blu-ray energies, crystalline blue frequencies, tall, very tall beings. I would have to say probably about 15 feet to 20. And those are the ones that I would sit with most of the time until I did have a few physical experiences with them. So this experience is at age 24. 24, and I'm going to actually was physical experience. So definitely looks like what you can say it's a galactic race, but it's a future race. Okay. It's obviously a future race and a future human race. Okay, that was actually coming to me. It would seem galactic. Listen to it, 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 listen yo, listen to it, listen to it, listen to it. Okay. So solid physical, solid. I'm gonna say solid physical experience, right? So a galactic star race, future race. I'm gonna say multidimensional higher self in a sense. Um, Materializing, and I would have to say to materialize into my holographic reality, but teleportation. And it is interesting because the teleportation was definitely within my lightship. I would had to have access and would have to access through my gate systems to even have that physical experience with me, and levitating over me. So it's more of a physical, solid experience, and actually had to actually sit there and freeze me in time to actually communicate telepathically to me. So you can say freeze me in time, but that's not even the words. Okay, so a lot of people would experience it as like paralyzed, and it's not. It's just a hold. Would have to sit there and kind of hold me in a. Like that portal is not. I would have to say kind of hold me, kind of freeze me, just so I can sit there and talk. So it would seem like like you're being paralyzed by them. You're not being paralyzed by them. I know this one's ability, but had to sit there and just kind of hold me and kind of freeze me in time in order for me to sit there and to receive. Hopefully that'll be able to help anybody listens where you guys are being paralyzed by galactic beings. Okay, so I actually know this one's energy field, energy and bioenergetic field. So I actually know that it really was kind of just like to. I would have to say to freeze this in time and space in order for us to have our conversation, or for me to be able um, to be able to kind of open up my telepathy in what you would call the dream state. So it's not a dream state, and I would have to say higher chakras, the higher vortex, the third eye, right? The heart chamber. Like the whole system, which would be my light ship, my whole system, which is the energetic field, and just sit there and open up my eyes, but you feel like you're sleeping, you're not sleeping, right? So paralyzed sleep, yes, paralyzed sleep. But I had to sit there and open everything up just to sit there and to like receive a transmission or a telepathic message. And it probably is. Oh my God, that's probably the message. Do you remember me? I said at all, right? Yes. That's probably the message. Do you know who I am? Do you remember me? And that's it. That's about it, or who I am, or what we're supposed to be doing, right? The being would never tell me to wake up, so I actually know that. Um, and to freeze me. So that was a physical experience and was levitating over me. Very beautiful crystalline being and future human. So I know that that's just the ability in order for us to be able to talk just for a little bit. So they don't paralyze you. I was letting you know that. Um, and they don't feel scared of it at all. I just knew that this is just like a very important being coming to me, of course, which is an angelic human, and I do know that. With a powerful, awesome ability. Yes, that will probably teach me how to do it one day, which is pretty cool. Um, and that was my first at age 24. Once and activated me. So there was an activation, an integration, and just was sitting there, just showing me, do you remember me? Do you know who I am? Quickly, freezing me, and it would feel like a freeze, and it would feel like kind of like you're being held or paralyzed or hold, right? And it's not. It's actually how they communicate. So it is levitation, teleportation, and I'm going to say they transmigration, definitely transmigration because how physical, and levitating over me. Oh, transparent. Okay, so more teleportation then. Showing me more teleportation. transparent when I see the kind of like the hologram, the teleportation system that he's transmitting and teleporting from. Eshantua kisantua kisanti. Esantua kisantua shafaka santida shavaka santida shakaka santi. Geshantua kisantua kisantua shavaka santida kishanaki. Yeah, so I can see that. And then physical experience, more physical experience. And that was just what, it's not even an encounterment, right? Yes, yes, exactly. It's just you coming to you. Okay. Um, and I would have to say that, right? Because we're all one, but we'll go more into those records eventually. Um, so it would feel like this, but it's a part of the ability to be able to communicate. So it really did have to just sit there and say, yeah, I really need you to open up and to open up systems right now so I can communicate to you. So what you would say, being in a dream state, right? And you're being held and you're having what you would call an encounterment. So the future encounterment that I experience and how I was able to lay and it feels like a paralyzed um paralyzed a paralyzed you feel like you're paralyzed, okay? And paralyzed into the physical body, right? All right. That's not what was happening and what I know. That's not what was happening. Now, the human self during that time, oh yeah, was very scared. I was thinking I was being paralyzed. Honest with you, the transmission and the communication that came through and the activation and then the abilities afterwards, I knew I was fine once I actually got up. So I didn't jump up. I just sat there and laid there and was like, okay, because you have to understand that it's a telepathic transmission. So yes, I'm scared, and of course, like there's parts of me that are scared. But even like the next day walking around, I was just like whatever, because I actually know that it was not a dark. There's no dark exchange. Okay, more of a transmission activation to be able to assist me and to transmit to turn on what you call the next my abilities in a sense. Really cool abilities too. So yes, real telepathy abilities and really cool stuff, flying things around the house and all kinds of crazy stuff. And that's actually where that ability actually came from. So and was showing me how it was just not it's not paralyzing me. So what it was doing was coming in and turning on my whole system in a sense and just kind of and they will do that. Can you just open up an access and can I communicate to you really quickly? So the paralyzed state and what you call the dream state and you're just sitting there and all of your let's say all your system is open, your galactic light ship is open, what you call your vehicle light, right? Your vehicle, your ship, your Merkaba, right? Your galactic ship just says just to turn everything on, just go boop 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 boop, kind of turn on your whole diamond system. And I say just kind of dial in a sense, dial in and turn everything on right now so I can have a conversation with you, please. Yes. So it really is like do, 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 in Miami. Yeah, it's in some of my accounts. I was asking just for a minute, what did I do? I was it. Yes, but anyways, so there's like a joke, and I'm like, "What did you do?" Then, and it was really funny, right? So, anyways, that's your joke, and it just kind of turns everything on. It just says turn every quickly. So it's just for us um to have an exchange because I have cool stuff that I need you to do, right? Or to assist me on or whatever it is, activation exchange. So the paralyzed state and how it's not really a sleeping state, it's not the astral realm. You really are just turning on your diamond computer system. Like I said, it's just going do 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 do, kind of turning everything on. beep 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 beep, the dial tone, like the diamond system. Please turn on everything and open up your ship and open up your field and open up your whole system, please, because I need to talk to you. Now, the experience of being paralyzed is it's not it's an actual teleportation ability. In order for us to just be able to stand in what you call in a space and time and to just be frozen, just so we can act, in a sense, so we can have a conversation and a telepathic conversation really quickly, please. And those are the future races that were coming to me. So that was a really cool experience. After that experience is when I actually had telepathy. Um, so that was really cool. And to be honest with you, I think it was just turning me on. It could possibly have been turning me on, but we'll go find out. But I'm gonna say, kind of tuning in, I feel like it was just turning me on, just like yeah, me coming to me and going, turn on, please, everything. Esentua que sentua que sentis. That was like 24. Gesentua que sentina sanakati. I think it was like 2000, not 2005, 2007, 2000, 2007 or something like that. Kind of going into. So I hope that assists anybody that has had paralyzed dream states with galactic encounterments. Okay. Um, So telepathy, everything turned on. No, everything turned on. All of my abilities started to turn on right after that. Full blown telepathy, things flying around the house, and also flying around the house in slow motion. And slow motion, some really cool shit. That's all I'm gonna say after that. Guardian came fully in. Yes, my Guardian definitely came fully in. The whole thing just activated. Okay, it just went everything in a sense started to turn on. Yes, yes, for the royal child to be for the royal child. Yes, the royal child. Anyways, the royal child coming in very soon. So it was they were sitting here kind of setting up everything and getting everything turned on as fast as possible. Yes. The beautiful, yes, the royalty child. Setting up everything before conception. Yes. So I thought that was pretty cool and getting everything turned on in the system and yes, and the guardian fully there and opening up, activating, and that was definitely a wild experience too. Listen to it, listen to it, listen to it, listen to it. So the guardian, which is me, another me, if you want, another me, which is me. Yes. Guardian activating, and that was some cool shit. Thank you for showing me that. But that was pretty cool. Yes, for the royal child that was not conceived yet. So everything had to turn on and really get and that was pretty cool. So that was the first one. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna go into a really beautiful, transparent, crystalline feline race. Um, and it's not like the lion races like I was talking about yesterday. It's definitely not. They are feline humanoids, so yes, they are feline humanoids. Very tall. So I'm gonna say about 15 feet tall. About 10 to 15 feet tall, crystalline, white, transparent, feline races. Very beautiful that I went in a sense to have a beautiful exchange with, and then also to assist in St. Augustine, Florida. And the Stargate system is there in Sarasota. So I was placed there. Everyone was placed there. I'm gonna say anyone and everyone there is definitely um, you're definitely there for the Stargate. So I can say that for the Stargate systems that are there. So I had a beautiful beautiful exchange and also assisting this race, this particular future race. Absolutely beautiful physical, definitely not energetic, not an energetic. Like I said, the Blu-ray beings that I see that are absolutely tall, and they do look like the stars from the Avatar movie. Similar, very similar. Um, the ones that usually I would have most of my exchanges with, and I'm not going to say exchanges, but my experiences that are my family and around me. Blu-rays, if you want Blu-ray beings, right? But it's a beautiful Blu-ray, crystalline star, crystal star, energy, energetic beings. So those ones look like more energetic beings, like I said, that I would play with, and I would sit there and play with them, and we would play with energy walls back and forth all night, and my heart would open a lot, and I would just sit there and cry and speak our language and fall asleep. So that was like that was for a long time. Um, because we were activating, and I would sit there and play with them, and have beautiful exchanges. So those ones are about 15 to 20 feet tall. There's other ones that I would tune into too that were massive. And then we have our elders that are huge. Those ones are massive ones, like the statues of the gods over in Egypt. Just really massive, massive beings. Elders and ancient elders that would be there standing in front of me. Ones that actually do look what you call like us. They're just us, like really tall and big. Um, Massive beings with rainbow. So rainbow, and I'm not going to say beings because they look like us, males. And they're really beautiful, tall males, human, and they're massive. So they look like, yes, very tall beings. And I'm going to say like the statues, very like the statues in Egypt and around the planet, like the massive statues. And they're showing me a statue of, I'll go back to that. It's not Sekhmet though. It's definitely not Sekhmet. It's a male Lyran. A male Lyran, and it's somewhere over in Egypt, and it's not Sekhmet, so they probably do think that's Sekhmet. And showing me this right now. Okay. Um, so big, but we call those ones the elders, ancient elders. I've seen them. I've met people, really cool, beautiful people that are them. They are them. We're them. Anyways, in the house. So, so that's like the higher selves, if you want to say, in white robes, and they have rainbow liquid plasma light, and they're huge. They're like massive elders, and those are our higher selves, all the higher selves in the house, and wear really long white robes, and they look like us, human. They're just like massive, huge, and 30, yeah, 40 feet tall. I'm going to say about 50 to 60 feet tall is it when I actually would see them. Yeah, 30 feet tall, yes. And they have beautiful rainbow liquid light, plasma around them, and they have rainbow actually on their robes. So that is actually um, another civilization, another race, and higher selves that I've been with and had physical. So there are physical experiences and physical experiences with them. Waking state experiences. Some of the experiences in the dream state. Some of them, majority of my experiences are waking state, and they're all waking state. Within the angelic human races, and then also what you would call different dimensions and spaces. That's an important race. It's in St. Augustine, so I just went to the location that I would be able to have a physical experience with them. And this one's not a paralyzed experience. This is just them coming to me and communicating to me, which I know is a part of my family, definitely. Mantises. Mantises. Gishentua, Gisanokush, and Kisantia, 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 Kisanam. Gesano Kushanaki, Kusantugan, the focus and Kishanti. Mantises. Physical waking state experiences with the mantises. All my galactic screens, and then physical, yes. Waking state experiences with mantises. Beautiful, huge, tall, massive mantises. A different species, different race, and they're definitely my adopted parents. And I always tell them that to take me home as fast as possible, please. And that actually was in Arizona, Payson, Arizona. Um, and they're definitely still around me. The Hethars, more I'm gonna say more energetic. On on our holographic screens on our galactic ship, so they come through more teleportation. Angelic humans, Christic races, through our screens on our galactic light ship, which is our vehicle of light. Okay, definitely way more physical experiences with your parallel Earth and with the Emerald Order. So majority of my experiences are with the Emerald Order, which is the white feline race, and there's different humanoids and different feline humanoids that come in, and those definitely, and the avian feline humanoids. Those are my physical experiences. I actually have more physical experiences, and I live with them. So that really is our experience here. And it will be more of an experience. And we actually know that very soon. Very cool stuff, very cool abilities, quantum light abilities, light speed abilities, and that you have to get used to because you are moving like so fast at light speed. It's really cool. You can do dishes. I can do dishes like super fast. And I had to actually sit there and really tune in and to realize that I probably can sit there and just move so freaking fast. I could probably get it done within like a second. I don't even know how to explain it to you. Freaking cool it is. Um, the actual new abilities that are coming online. Getting dressed really fast, like super fast. Like I'm talking about, like you wouldn't be able to see yourself. There, you would never be able to see yourself at all. That's how fast it moves. So it's to me, I think it's beyond a light speed. I'm gonna say quantum speed, and those are the new abilities coming on. I'm trying to see, but yes. So I'm gonna say, like I said, the Aurora Earth, parallel Earth. I have more physical experiences with feline avians. Call them feline avians. It's okay. Amethyst order. With the Emerald Order. So I actually have more experiences with the Emerald Order and the future of the angelic human races. And I'm talking about physical experiences. Physical. Teleportation, translocation, transmigration. And they are just us. So that's the funny part. And they really are. They're just us. Really cool experiences as I'm upgrading and shifting to all of me, to all time and space, and different continuums, which have integrated majority of me's from what we call the Christic systems. Let me see. Yes, and yes, also my husband. Yes, also my husband, right? Those are my physical experiences. And with a lot of races, mostly with the feline, like I said, feline future races, the angelic human races, which is the species, the templates, the seedings that are here. Um, And then I had my Arcturian experience, which was very close and burnt and fried my whole body. And it was really beautiful, but still a beautiful experience. And that was just through teleportation, teleportation screen that's within our system. So it really is still physical and was very close to me and communicating to me. So that was very close, like standing in front of my face. That was the most beautiful experience I've ever had, except for my physical body and the density on my body just wasn't able to. Well, actually could, but the now just because I was burning up, I think I did really well with that physical experience. It didn't burn up too bad. It didn't completely fry completely. So actually, a lot of my density was removed for me to have that close of an experience, and just I just sat there. It was a beautiful everything activated. So it definitely was what we call the crystalline, yeah, the crystalline experience. Crystalline, they would use DMT experience, but crystalline DMT activating in the heart was yes, and then throughout the spine. Yes, no question, kiss and took it. But the Arcturian was just opening me up and activating the Stargate system, the third A system, so I could just be able to have an experience, and was showing me, in a sense, how everything works within their system and teleportation crystalline screens that they teleport to me on. And that's another race. And I've had the angelic feline races, which are from the Aurora Parallel Earth. And they were showing me how the whole system works, which is the Merkaba. It's the Merkaba systems. Um, how everything works and how they teleport in the physical, so right in front of me in the waking state. In front of me in the waking state. Okay, so and just showing me how everything works on the system. And that's it, which is that's an actual Merkaba field. The advancement of the system and the advancement of the super system. So kind of just giving me like the everything, the advancement, the crystalline screens in the waking state. And that was like in 2000, I think 2018, 2019. I do feel like the years are very important. It does seem like it was so long ago. But that was the waking state and the physical, in the physical waking state. Like I said, physical experiences, and being able to turn on the whole system and to be able to turn on the whole system, the super system, the Merkaba field body, and to be able to show me very fast on how everything works and the crystalline teleportation devices that we have. Which is for communication with all of their bases, some of their bases. I would say all their bases, some of their bases. Yes, and making communication with me, which is a feline. Like I said, emerald order, angelic human feline race. Future feline races too as well. So that was just like kind of being directed and navigated to be able to receive how everything works and super fast. All the Stargate systems, being able to see the Stargates within my system too. So that really, I think that's it through the transmission today. I've had more experiences, but that's all that's really transmitting. The mantises definitely feel like home to me more than anything. And it's a beautiful species. I've had all different, definitely different encounterments with different, I'm going to call them um, Sumerian races, serpent races, and I have. And I really don't feel the duality that other people do. So anyway, it's just like another species I was being able to assist here. Another genocide. Yes. Yes, another genocide actually. Yeah. Of yes, crystalline children. So anyways, it's a genocide and another experiment of the old experiment. As usual, another we call it another genocide on the planet. Sumerian races, and this isn't like from another time and space. We're actually talking about like right now. So, yeah, the past 400 years, another genocide of these bloodlines. I guess you would call what the serpent races, reptilian bloodlines, and draconians, and everything else. All of these different races, crystal children, and yes, crystal Christ children that are here, and different hybrid races. So I'm gonna say hybrid races. Future hybrid races. Anyways, and it really, like I said, it's all in the collective. It's in the galactic collectives and the matrices that you walk into. So when I'm talking about this, I'm actually talking their creation, of course, and their collective, galactic collective matrices. So a genocide, and another wipeout, of course. Um, and these are more, I would have to say, more hybrid, hybrid, hybrid races, hybrid humans that were seated here. Going into the blueprints of the Enuhazis. Yes, those genocides. It's definitely not a rapture. I can tell you that much. Um, it's not. It's not definitely not a rapture. So the old experiments, and I'm going to say the old galactic experiments that are still running here on the planet, that we had to sit here and observe, and to be able to observe everything and anything, of course, you know, what they're doing in this universe, which we say is a young universe, and they do have free will, but really just sitting here and observing. So just assisting them, and I'm going to say their genetics and any adjustments, right? Rehabilitations. Yes. Rehabilitation. Now assisting how we can assist with the rehabilitation. Something new. Yes. Yes. Trillions of years of council meetings in a blink of an eye. Yes. Listen to it, listen to it, and I listen to it, listen. Yes, you ever been to a council meeting where you see a frog with glasses just sitting there talking to you, like a big frog, massive frog, like 30-foot frog with glasses just sitting there talking to you. It's so old, sitting there looking at all the files. And so it seems like an old frog, like a toad, very special old frog race with glasses and files, just sitting there going trillion years in time, trillion freaking years for this one. So we have to sit here. Yeah, yes, a trillion, like a trillion years, trillion aeons for this council meeting. You see all the files. This is just talking really slow and just super annoyed at this point. Man. And it's like a blink of an eye. So you can be in council for like trillions of years and aeons in time in like a blink of an eye. And you can. There's no Kristanti and just like we're the annoyance at this point. Yeah. Kristanti, we're just like old and slowly moving, like this ancient frog with glasses, sitting there saying it's a trillion years and time for this one, honey. But we'll get it done. Yeah, that's true. There's and that's where we come from. I don't know how to explain it more than that. It's just that, so they're saying we'll just kind of look at everything, and it's so freaking true. It is. Just imagine that my highest council members are plants at this point. Yes, point. And those are the ones that sit with me in my council meetings. Is plants. Yes, I hope so. My Merlin cayenne pepper. He's right there next to me, and all things. Listen, listen to her senti. Listen to the focus sentina. Yes, but that's really how it is. And because you can't. There's no control. Obviously, it can take a long time. Listen to it, but it's really just it's a blink of an eye. You can receive it through telepathy. Listen to and you'll be sitting there for that long, like beyond a trillion years. You will. You actually know it. Listen to it, yes. Listen to focus on Tina Katan. Listen to it, I would have to say that. Yeah, universe is a free world. Yes, thank you. Listen yes. Definitely do. So Andromedan galaxies, obviously you know that I've had beautiful experiences with the Andromedan galaxies for a very long time. And then also where we're teleported to. Yes. Yeah, that's transmigration. So we're actually, I'm going to just say teleported a few times there and back, which is a beautiful. It's not a rehabilitation, a future system that I would have to say is like a base too, but really really beautiful. And we already create all this right now. Um, that it's already here. So it's a lot of these beautiful sanctuaries. Yeah, beautiful sanctuaries are already created. So we're already creating it. Um, that's what we're here to do. So yeah, beautiful ecosystems, preserving the earth, the land. Um, yeah, the beautiful. There's we already have our beautiful structures with beautiful houses that are created with trees, and it's just absolutely beautiful. We're already like futuristic housing. So I was able to actually see this, but our technology is very futuristic, where we would go to. So I could say we're definitely there right now, shifting to exactly where I would be taken to in the future, to be able to just remember the advanced technology in this beautiful place. That would be with my daughter. So just so beautiful. But I wanted to bring those transmissions through, and those are angelic humans. So you can say we are the hybrid angelic humans here. So the angelic humans on this beautiful sanctuary, but futuristic sanctuary. Um, so it was just a beautiful place, and yes. So transmigration, that we would transmigrate there and then come back and wake up in the physical body. So we'll go into that more later on, and that's like the waking state physical experiences. So that's what I wanted to bring through for our podcast today. And whatever comes up, we just get on and talk. So I hope you guys have fun. I hope you have fun because there is laughter here. There really is. There is laughter as we bring through. We have to bring through what we feel like is the highest frequency right now. Um, like I said, I'll have to clear for 10 years of 10 years of a lot of my experiences I had here with the old experiences, that's fine. Old experiences and the old experiments. And some of the galactic councils that are here. So it'll be about 10 years for me to clear, and then I'll be able to bring the transmission through, because I really do not want to recreate and keep recreating and materializing these type of galactic collective timelines. I would like to actually have an awesome and amazing experience, as I have to clear and clean up in the Akasha records in the physical body. So I do feel like that's important. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the transmission for this morning. Please, yes, if you know any other beautiful star seeds and star charts, always share the experiences, and the experience activates, and then also for them to remember. So hopefully to act you. I'm hoping that, and I am hoping this, because there's a lot of I was scared a lot, and some of my experiences only for a second. That's like the humans. So that's more of the human self than anything else, even if it was for a few seconds. But once I was able to shift, now I actually see it in a new way. Okay, a new experience. I'm able to actually see what was truly happening in those energy exchanges with these beings. Once I was able to start to come online more. So I'm sharing experiences in order to see if maybe that can shift the perceptions of fear, what we call fear in the physical body, in order to maybe see if we can expand our consciousness to receive in different ways. Um, so I'm sending love to you guys. I'm sending so much love, and I think we'll have another one coming on soon. I think in a few days. Hopefully another podcast. I think on Tuesday or Wednesday. So we'll set it up, and we'll be on live, and also our high energy um, updates will be. I'm gonna say daily for right now, and then probably possibly spaced out. So we love you guys, and please hydrate and drink pure clean water. Pure clean water, hydrate, high vibrational foods, nurture, rest, and take care of your body after all of our transmissions, but also all the solar waves and the gamma waves that are activating right now on the planet. Like I said, you're about to have major waves come in again. So just keep an eye out for those activations, those waves that are coming through right now, because I can see it transmitting through my physical body. So more gamma waves, more activations, more solar flares. And in order for us to just remember, you can create with this energy. You won't be able to sleep. And a lot of us are not sleeping. And then we are sleeping and we're waking up, and you can feel very heavy in the body, and pulling up a lot of energy in the emotional body, and clearing and purging out the body too as well. I will say, kind of trying to move energy up and out of the physical body and up and out of the spinal cord this morning. Um, However which way that I would have to do it, and definitely yeah, the spine is activating the crystalline gamma plasma liquid light systems, and then also the crown center is definitely on fire. I just look like a solar sun. I look like the sun. I'm just the sun at this point. That we are just a star. You become a star. You do. That's the Heroes Combos template. The Heroes Combos Divine Sacred Union, which is the original organic template of the Heroes Combos template. The completion. I've completed it. I completed the template. Now we're gonna move on to new ones. So hydrate, take care of yourself, and then just remember your supplements for your body. So magnesium, definitely magnesium, and chlorophyll. It's definitely coming in. Spirulina. And spirulina. All right, I'm sending love to